Well, we are here at this beautiful Spice Island Cultural Day. And I want to begin by saying that Gemma Rayburn and Spice Island Cultural Day Association of Montreal has given us the opportunity to come together to talk about and to share the pride that we have as Grenadians. I was born in Grenada. Usually we were teased in those days as small island, but we know we're not small. We might be small, but the talent, the creativity, the resilience that has come out of Grenada is just incredible. And these 6 entrepreneurs who are joining me here this evening are really great examples of what Grenada has produced, can produce, and are producing. And so then let me begin by asking Quincy, since Quincy is here in the Greater Toronto area, and we'll be talking with you as you come from different parts of the world, but we're all Grenadians and we call ourselves Grenadian no matter how long we have been out of Grenada or whether we were born outside of Grenada. So Quincy, well known in Toronto as the Grenadian musician. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your work, and your entrepreneurial venture.
Yes, although I am a first-generation Canadian, I do have a Grenadian passport. I do hold a Grenadian passport, and I do like to say to say that and to say that I always try to look towards my roots as a foundation, specifically my Grenadian roots as a foundation to move forward in Canada and in North America and in the world. So what I am is a musician, producer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist. From there, I also teach music, and I relate the idea of music to many different instruments and also different avenues of music, which could be the production realm, making music on the computer, for instance, and also understanding the business realm of music. So for me, I as much as I am trying to be an artist, I am trying to also help people be their artists as well, be the artists that they strive to be, because it's like to give is to receive. So as much as I try to give, I hope that someday something will come from me giving this specific things that I have learned along my experiences.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Some of those things have been properly aligning myself. There's one thing to be in agreement, but it's also to align yourself on the specific goals ahead and to be aligned with the right people so that we can all succeed on the goal ahead. And that's really where I've been able to succeed with a lot of different avenues, those being in music production when it comes to collaborating with, for instance, people like Bravo Niagara. At a time like this, we did a We Are the World tribute. At certain times like this, musicians start to improvise and do what we do best, is what I would say.
Yes.
And improvise with the things and the tasks at hand to better fulfill the need that every human needs, which is I think everybody needs a little music, needs a little happiness, a little sunshine in their life, and I feel like music is one of the art forms that does that very well. Somehow getting the music out there is always
right. Could I ask, who can you maybe say to us some people who have inspired you?
Oh my goodness. So there's many different people. I'll go down the line. And I figure a couple of them, but I'll go down the line with maybe some that you may not necessarily consider at first. Musically, I would say people like Oscar Peterson,
That's right.
Michel Camilo, and also I'm a guitar player as well. So different people like George Benson and David Foster, producers. Those are wonderful musicians.
Well, Quincy, I thought you would have said that your dad would have come top of the line, because your dad is well known as a great jazz professional And I know that you play with him, and I know he's also been your mentor, and I thought that would be top of the line. So
I
say
was,
something about how you work with your dad.
oh yeah, definitely. I was definitely going to lead towards the main inspiration, which was my father. And he, well, a lot of what I do is because of his instillment when I was a young child. You know, I think that we all know, as being from Grenada and having Grenadian parents, for instance, or parents from the Caribbean, you know, how much they strive for the best for you, you know what I mean? And how much they want the world for you. And when I look back, I look at it saying, my son or daughter is going to get the exact same treatment that I would get, which is I want the world for them, you know, and I want them to be the best that they could be. It seems like it's a common trait for Grenadians.
So Rehanna, tell us, we just heard from Quincy about his creativity, his musicality, his walking in the arena with stars, etc. Tell us about yourself, because I think you're in fashion, craft the spice. Tell us something about your entrepreneurial activity.
Okay, so my name is Rehanna Warren.
I am Franc Roberts.
And together we founded a company called Crafty Spice. Now, since 2016, we have been taking artistic fashion concepts and bringing them to life with custom tailored designs for the bold and the fashion forward people who do not necessarily know how to dress themselves. And we created the experience of having a personal stylist through conceptualizing, producing bespoke wear, and providing makeup artistry services. It all started
with Franc.
I think well, I'll let Franc tell you a bit of how it was all started.
It all started, Crafty Spice came about through me having to make an outfit for Rehanna for Face of Grenada. You know, it was just, you know, let's try something, let's, you know, see how it's going to work. And it actually turned out really well. We ended up capturing best recycled wear, because around that time I basically used to use recycled materials to make well, fashionable clothing for fashion shows.
Yes.
And it's after that, you know, people start reaching out to me and, you know, asking me to make those stuff for them. And hence Crafty Spice was born.
We decided to turn it into a business.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really exciting stuff. I usually come to Grenada, and you're working from Grenada, right?
Yes.
So I'll let you know when I'm coming next so I can have a bespoke.
Definitely.
This is great. You know, the issue of craft, the issue of being able to extend your art and make it into a livelihood. This is incredible. But tell me, what advantages are there in terms of being a couple in business together? Franc? How is it working? How is it working with Rehanna?
I think when it comes to business, we take ourselves relationship-wise out of the business element. Yes. So from 9 to 5, Mr. Roberts and Miss Warren, we have an agenda, and we stick to our agenda, and we try not to bring business into our personal time. And we also have meetings regularly so that we keep up to date with the stuff that's happening in the business. But we also have dates regularly, so we keep up to date with the stuff that's going on in the relationship. So it's all about a balance and listening to each other and listening to ourselves, listening to our bodies, because it can be very tiring when you're an entrepreneur, because you don't have regular 9 to 5 working hours. Sometimes your most creative hours is like 2 p.m. to 11 a.m., 2 a.m. So you have to know when to cut it off, and communication is key. Engaging in extracurricular activities is also key.
This is marvelous. And you're from Grenada. This is incredible. This is incredible. I grew up in Happy Hill, St. George's, Grenada. And I'm not too sure that bespoke was in my vocabulary at the time. But it is great to see you young people. Great. Because the world is now into so much of what you do. Yeah. And we'll hear from another entrepreneur. And I think we'll go to Shondel. Shondel, you will tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurial venture, and then we'll have an opportunity to come back and share with the others. Shondel, Nicholas.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be in the meeting with everybody. First of all, yeah, I'm actually excited to be part of this whole Zoom structure. I don't know how could I even frame it, yes. But I'm just actually excited to be part of whatever it is, whatever the direction is going to go. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I have a boutique here in Montreal, Quebec. Actually, two boutiques. One where I supply a lot of clothing, and the other one is footwear. I don't know, basically, you want me to give you a roundup for where it started?
Maybe yeah. I can ask you then. Now that you're a successful entrepreneur, do you regret? I noticed when I was reading some of your stuff, you had dreams of being an aircraft engineer. So how did you go from dream of an aircraft engineer to being in the area of your entrepreneurship?
Well, that was the dream for sure. Because I was always a kind of person that hands-on type of person. So I was always attractive of aircraft. And I thought one of the cool way to get in there was actually becoming an engineer so I could learn a lot of stuff about aircrafts. And it was right around the time, I think it was of the 9/11. And where Canada was always a peacemaking country. And then Canada started to deploy soldiers to fight in battle. And I thought I was going to be, one of the ones that would have to end up in battle. And I didn't want that. So I kind of had to shift my gears a little bit, I said. And I started exploring. Actually, I had a friend that I used to buy clothes from. I used to go to New York back and forth. And I was one of his bigger customers. And usually when he go to New York, because I was buying so much from him, he kind of left me with the responsibility of kind of selling some of the product for him here. And I kind of love that, quick money and all that cool stuff. So I really wanted to do some more of that. And I started to go to New York myself while going to school and buying small products and coming back here and turning it over. And and then just kind of taking
well, that's
life
good stuff.
Yeah.
So as a young Black, and you notice I'm putting the emphasis on Black entrepreneur in Quebec, are you experiencing any form of systemic, the discussion right now around Black Lives Matter, racism in the society and all these things? Are you experiencing any systemic, anything that you can call as discriminatory action towards your business or your entrepreneurial or as a business person?
Sure, especially being Black. But I think just in a whole, entrepreneur, you're definitely going to face those type of adversaries, for sure. But being Black, it even just emphasizes it a little bit more. But I always look at it and takes it as a challenge, to take it to the next level. So even if when I do meet with those adversaries, I always seems to find a way of advancing, I guess, in a simple term. I'm sure it gets more complicated. It could be a little bit more complicated in experience, but what I'm really trying to say is that I'm not going to slow down because of systemic
Yes.
racism. Because if you're I think if you're a real entrepreneur, you're a risk taker. You take a lot of risk,
Exactly.
and
And you have to be resilient.
yeah, exactly.
Bounce back.
Exactly.
Yes.
Many times, bounce back many times, and usually sometimes when you is when you bounce back, that's when you really get better.
Yes.
You become
Yes.
greater at whatever you are.
Yes. Yes. Well, next time I come down to Montreal from Toronto, I hope that Miss Bullen, Miss Gemma Rayburn would take me around to just and hopefully by then we'll be able to shake hands and hug.
Absolutely. I would love for you to come by the shop, because it's a beautiful space. It's a beautiful space.
Yes.
I'm sure you would appreciate it.
Yes. Well, one of the things by having this discussion with all you young people is really to show you, to show you off, to showcase what you're doing, and to show you off to the world, and to say to you, here are some young Black folks, especially Grenadian roots of some kind, who are doing good things, who are doing great things, and who are making our community proud. We have next is Dwight. How are you?
Good.
You're keeping well, huh?
Yes.
Are you self-isolating?
Not at all.
Okay, tell us what your entrepreneurial venture is about and how you're coping in these days.
So I'm the co-founder of the Nutmeg Spot. That's a Grenadian restaurant in Toronto. We actually closed down our physical location, so now we're doing more catering.
Yeah.
And products from Grenada. We actually do rental service too, so you get the full package. If you cater food, then you get all the rental equipment that goes along with catering food. The pandemic has been a blessing in a way. Been really busy, doing a lot of work around the community. Actually, right now I'm out in Ottawa doing a little side, not really cooking, but another business adventure in Ottawa right now. So I come up every week to do that.
That's good.
So it's been really good. I can't complain.
Has been a challenge, but at the same time you're able to meet the challenges. What is a Nutmeg Spot? Is it a restaurant?
Yeah, it was a restaurant, yeah.
But it's going to be after COVID.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm kind of looking to the food truck kind of vibes.
Yes.
After COVID, but that's all in the planning.
Right. And it's where exactly is it located in Montreal?
No, in Toronto.
In Toronto. Oh, you're in Toronto. So how come I don't know of the Nutmeg Spot? My goodness.
You ate the food already. I know you ate the food already.
Okay.
I was at an event and you were there, so I know you ate the food already.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is really great, Dwight. There are just so many great spots, and it's a shame with COVID, what has happened. And we were just seeing the beginning of a lot of really good chefs coming to the fore. And
definitely.
As you say, it's where we go after and how we were able to, to change seats and to do different things.
Yes, definitely. We have to be able to adjust.
Yeah. Okay, so we have had Quincy who talked to us, and I'm sure you know Quincy and his dad and their creative activity. We've had clothing and fashion and all kinds of ways in which you young entrepreneurs are making your place in the society, making your place in the world. Because as Grenadians, and this is part of this big festival that's going all over the world, it's really to talk about young people like yourself. I always think that, I've been 60 years now in Canada, and the sense is that that the place is now for you young people to make your mark. And I'm always so very proud when I see young people doing great things. So who have we got next that we could introduce To you, the audience, is Dr. Warren, the dentist around?
I'm here.
All right, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What about you?
Well, I am self-isolating, physical distancing. In other words, I have not gone out of my condo for the last 100 days.
Wow, impressive. I want to be like you.
So tell me about your business, because I know my own dentist had to close shop for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. Well, my company is named Excel Dent. We're located on Granby Street, St. George's, Grenada. We're
Yes.
a relatively new company, opened in March of this year, just before the pandemic hit. So it's been a bit of a challenge, but I can't complain, all things considered.
Yes.
The interest has been there. People have been seeking us out. We have been providing service to people from all parts of Grenada. We have a couple persons who are trying to organize to come down from Carriacou and Pitimatnik at the moment. So it's been hard work, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Are you the only dentist in Excel Dent?
Yes, I am the principal dentist for now. Maybe in future we might take somebody else on board, but for now I'm the only dentist in the company.
Oh, great. And so you set it up as a company, not just a dentist office.
No, it's a company.
It's a company.
It's a brand.
It's a brand, right? It's a brand. So old people like myself usually talk about, yes, and beautiful. Yes, yes, great. So I have to come look for you. You on the Grand End side?
No, we're in the heart of St. George's.
Oh, so you're in the middle of the town.
KFC, you can't miss us. And my jacket was done by Crafty Spice.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Okay, Rehanna. That is great. That is great. So these are all beautiful, beautiful young people who have their heads on, who have goals, who have vision, who are resilient, who are making Grenada proud, and who are making a place in the world for all of us. Let me take the opportunity then to say thank you to all of you. You're all beautiful young people. You all have vision. You have determination. I'm sure many times you fell on your behind and you picked yourself up and you keep on going. And so this is really what Grenada is all about, that resilience, that small island, whatever that's in the nurturing that made us the kind of people we are. So as we join the rest of the day, those who are involved in the rest of the day, let's all say,
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.